Welcome to Math Hub, where we deal with basic mathematics. We'll be looking at percentages. We're not going to be looking at just tricks, but systems and processes that will give your children a basic foundation in mathematics. So we are looking at percentages. So the first likely question you will see under percentages is to find the percentage of a particular value. So the first question tells us that we should find 20% of 500 naira, and anytime you say percent, it means 100. So that means we're having 20 100 times, this time around is naira, so that's 500 naira. So the zero, we deal with the zero, the zero deals with the zero, and we have 20 times 5. So 20 times 5 should give us 100 naira. So anytime you are dealing with percentages, two things should come to your mind. The first thing is your multiplication table, and the second thing is the multiples of numbers. And this one that concerns us now, really percentages, we'll do with multiples of 100. That's the first thing that should come to your mind. If you look at multiples of 100, we have 2 times 50, we'll have 4 times 25, we'll have 5 times 20, and we have 10 times 10. Common with percentages when we are dealing with multiples. So question 2 says, what percentage of 5 is 4? Anytime you see this kind of question, we call it is as over half question. So it's going to be is or as our numerator and of as our denominator times 100%. So our half is 5, our is 4. So is up, that's 4 over 5 times 100%. So from our multiples now, 105, that should be 1 and what? And 20. So 4 times 20 will give us 80%. And what percentage of 4 is 5? So here, our half is 4 and our is 5. So that means the is will be up and the half will be down. So times 100%. So if you look at the multiples table, you will see that 4 and 25 are multiples, so of 100. So 4 here 1, 4 here 25. That means our answer is 125%. So see you in the next episode. So we continue with this question. The question says we should increase 5,000 by 10%. The original percentage value of any number is 100%. So if we are asked to increase by a certain percentage, it means we had that percentage to 100. The same way, if you are asked to decrease by a particular percentage, it means we subtract the percentage from 100. Now let us consider this. So that means our new value in percentage will be equals to 100 plus 10, everything in percentage. So that means our new value is 110%. So our new value will now be equals to 110 over 100 times 5,000. So 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. We are left with 110 times 50, and that should give us 5,500. So that's a new value when we increase 5,000 by 10%. So the second question says we should decrease 1,002 by 20%. So our new value for this one will be equals to, our new value in percentage will be equals to 100% minus 20%. So that will give us 80%. Simply means the new value will now be 80% of 1,200. So our new value now, will be equals to 80 over 100 times 1,200. So 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0. We are left with 80 times 12, and that should give us 9 60. Hope you get that. So when you're asked to increase and decrease, that's the shortest. So percentages, we continue. This question said, if 25% of a number is 200, that we should find the number. So I told you in the last episode that the original number that is given is 100. It's 100%. So in this case, we are asked to look for the 100% of a particular number, which is 25%, is what? Is 200. So this is how we approach this. We say whenever we are given fraction in form of percentages, the numerator is always what we are looking for. So now we cannot say that so far we are looking for the 100%. It could simply be that 100 over 25 times 200. So what do we have? If you remember the multiples of 100, 25 here 1, and this one will give us 4. So 4 times 200, that is 800. Or otherwise, we could say that 25% of a particular number, which is known as x, is equals to 200. So we can continue and take this one to fraction. So that's going to be 1 over 4 x is equals to 200. If you multiply this x by 1, it's simply x over 4. So x over 4 is equals to 200. Probably, let's just say over 1. So what do? We cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, our x will be equals to 4 times 200. So our x, 2000 was increased to 2500. Calculate the percentage increase. So for this kind of question, we'll say that the new value minus the old value over the old value times 100%. So we can say that percentage increase will be equals to our new value minus old value over the old value, then times 100%. So we can now say that percentage increase will now be equals to, that's 2500 minus 2000 give us 500, and our old value is 2000. So times 100%. So 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0, this 0 cancel 0, and 50 divided by 2 will give us 25. So our percentage increase when 2000 is increased to 2005 is 25%. Consider this question. By selling a book for 750 naira, a seller made a profit of 50 naira. Find the cost price of the book. I told you in previous episode on percentage that the original price, the original value of anything is 100%. So the first thing we do in this is that we bring out our parameters. So what do we have? We have the selling price. The selling price to be equals to 750. And what do we have? We have the percentage profit. The percentage profit to be equals to 50%. And what are we asked to find? We are asked to find the cost price, which we don't know. So the cost price is always 100% because that's the original. That's where the transaction starts from. So if our cost price is 100%, going by percentage, that means the cost price and the profit equals to the selling price. So the cost price will be equals to what? 100. The cost price will be 100%. The cost price is 100%, and the profit is what? Is 50%. So when we are combining two percentages in form of fraction, whatever the quantity or the value we are looking for will be the numerator. why the increment of that thing will be the denominator. So if our cost price in percent is 100% and our profit is 50%, it means the selling price percent will be equal to 100 plus 50, everything in percentage, and that will give us 150%. It means the selling price in percentage is 150%, while the cost price is 100%. So, and we are now looking for the cost price. So that means we are going to have, so our cost price will now be equals to the percentage of the cost price, which is 100%, over the percentage of the selling price, which is 150%, then times the selling price, that is 750. So if you look at it, this 0, you cancel this, and this 15 we go in 75. So 15 is 75. That is what? That is 5. So we are left with 105. It means our cost price will be equals to what? 500 naira. Hope you get that. So when we are dealing with percentage that has to do with selling price and cost price, our cost price as a percentage is this question. An article bought for 1,000 was sold at a profit of 30%. What is the selling price? I told you in the last episode that the cost price in percentage is always 100. It's always 100. So let's start by bringing out the parameters in this. So we have the cost price. An article was bought. That's the cost price. That is 1,000 naira. So the selling price now, we're not given. That's what we are looking for. And we have the percentage profit. The percentage profit will be equals to what? 30%. And don't forget, the cost price in percentage is always 100%. And if a transaction give us a profit, it means the selling price is equal to the cost price and the profit. So if the cost price in percentage is 100, that means the selling price in percentage supposed to be 100 plus 30, which will be equal to 130%. So, and now we are looking for the selling price. And I told you, when comparing percentages, the value, the quantity which you are looking for will be the numerator, while the other one will be the denominator. So now it is the selling price we are looking for now. So we expect the percentage of selling price to be our numerator. So our selling price, SP, will be equal to 130% over 100% times, what do you have? 1,000 naira. So 0 cancel 0, 0, we deal with this 0, and we are left with 130 times 10, and that should give us 1,300. So our selling price for this article will be 1,300. Hope you get that. Please subscribe to Basic Math.